When a rubber band is tied tightly around a keloid, it squeezes the tissue like a noose, cutting off its blood supply, and this causes the keloid to begin to die. But as it deteriorates, the tissue can become infected, leading to severe pain and swelling. And even if the keloid falls off, the process often leaves a larger, more prominent scar. Instead, just have a professional surgically remove it. He accidentally swallowed the plastic fork while goofing around. Now, he assumed it would just pass naturally, and he moved on with his life. But 10 years later, severe stomach pain and vomiting blood sent him to the hospital. Doctors were shocked to find the 9-inch fork lodged in his stomach. The prongs had pressed into the lining, causing a bleeding ulcer. A 45-minute surgery was needed to remove the fork safely. A couple snuck into a giant balloon, thinking it would be fun, but they didn't realize that it was still partially inflated with helium. While inside, the couple unknowingly breathed in the gas. Once inside their lungs, the helium replaced the oxygen, and they both passed out. And since no one saw them go inside, they weren't discovered until it was too late. The hand reaches into the soil until it clamps tightly around the mole. This is called bare-handed mole grabbing, and it's an unusual method used to catch the pests. But as the mole is pulled free, its sharp claws and teeth can lash out. Their bite can introduce bacteria from the soil into the wound, increasing the risk of infection. Without proper care, these injuries can lead to serious complications. When you press a plunger down over a clogged drain, the rubber cup creates a seal around the opening. As you push, the air inside the cup forces pressure into the pipe, disrupting the clog. Then, when you pull the plunger back, a vacuum is created, sucking water and debris upward. If it's still clogged, grab a toilet snake and crank the handle to the right. This will send a cable into the toilet and through whatever is clogging the pipe. Quickly pull the cable back to break up the clog. Finally, you'll see the water level return to normal and you can flush the toilet. The body is packed in ice immediately after death. Then, the blood is drained and replaced with a special antifreeze solution, which protects the organs from damage. Once prepped, the body is cooled to a super low temperature and placed in a chamber filled with liquid nitrogen. In this state, the body remains preserved, potentially for decades, while scientists search for future methods of revival. Some people opt to preserve only their head with the hope that their brain's contents could be transferred to a new body. If you're strapped into an electric chair, saline-soaked sponges are placed underneath electrodes all over your skin. Once the chair is activated, a powerful electric current flows through the electrodes, and the sponges help focus this energy, ensuring that the current quickly passes through your body. Inside your body, this powerful current causes an electrical surge, making your muscles contract violently, and this makes the heart beat erratically until it finally stops altogether. She consumed the lemonade containing as much caffeine as 4 Red Bulls combined. Now, she thought it was a standard lemonade, unaware that it even contained caffeine, let alone this much. Hours after drinking it, she collapsed at a nearby restaurant, and her friends called 911. Responders rushed her to the hospital, but she tragically didn't survive due to a heart condition. Her family sued Panera for failing to warn customers about the drink's high caffeine levels. The bee is carefully placed on the skin until it stings. This injects venom, forcing the body to create steroids which can help reduce inflammation. Some people use this to treat arthritis or multiple sclerosis, believing it helps alleviate symptoms. But a severe allergic reaction could happen, which could close the patient's throat and stop them from breathing. And the only way to save them would be with a shot of adrenaline from an EpiPen. If you hold a fish by its gills, your fingers can easily slip through and tear the delicate tissues inside. These gills are essential for the fish to breathe, and any damage can make it difficult or even impossible for them to survive. Even light pressure can cause bleeding or lead to infection. This damage can become extreme if the fish is heavy. Instead, you should always hold the fish by its body. When a person loses a fingertip, doctors can sometimes attach it inside the abdomen. Blood vessels from the belly will nourish the tissue and keep it alive. This helps the fingertips start healing and become healthier. After a few weeks, the fingertip is removed from the abdomen and the tiny blood vessels and nerves are reconnected, which is essential for restoring sensation and movement. Embedding a magnet in your fingertip would let you feel electromagnetic fields. The magnet vibrates slightly, allowing you to detect hidden electronics or wires, and connecting it to an infrared device would let you feel the distance of objects. You could even use it for party tricks, attracting small objects as if by magic. Eventually, though, the magnet would lose its strength, and any extra powers would be gone along with it.